everyone, welcome. Today, we're going to paint a portrait of a state that's all about rugged beauty and a history that's, well, completely unique. We're talking about West Virginia.
You've probably heard its nickname, right? The Mountain State. It's pretty iconic.
But here's the thing. That's not just some catchy slogan on a license plate. It's really the core of its entire identity. So that gets you thinking, what is it that makes this state's story so different from any other in America? Let's dive in and find out.
Okay, so first things first, we have to talk about how it all began. And its origin story, it's not just dramatic, it's literally one of a kind in American history. No other state was born this way.
You see, West Virginia was literally forged in the fires of the Civil War. Before 1863, it wasn't even its own state. It was just the western part of Virginia. But then, when Virginia decided to secede from the Union, the folks living in these mountains, they said no way. They refused. So they broke away and formed their very own state on June 20th, 1863. I mean, talk about an act of defiance. And that independent spirit, you can still feel it there today. And you know, that fierce character is completely tied to its geography. You just can't separate the two. So if you're looking at sheer size, West Virginia is the 41st largest state. But honestly, its story isn't about how big it is. It's all about the terrain. Almost the entire state is tugged right into the Appalachian Mountains. Just picture it. Steep, rolling hills, these deep, narrow valleys, and some of the most heavily forested land you'll find anywhere in the country. In West Virginia, the landscape really is the story. So, to get your bearings, where exactly is it? Well, it's landlocked, smack dab in the heart of Appalachia. It's bordered by 5 different states. You've got Pennsylvania up north, Ohio to the west, Kentucky to the southwest, Maryland in the northeast, and of course the state it broke away from, Virginia, to the east and south. All right, so we've got the geography down. Now let's talk about the people who actually call these mountains home, and how this incredible landscape has shaped their way of life. So population-wise, the state has just about 1.77 million people. Now, to put that into perspective for you, that's actually fewer people than live in the city of Houston, Texas. It's one of the least populated states in the whole country. And those folks aren't all packed into huge cities either. Life in West Virginia is really built around its small towns, and that creates this incredibly tight-knit sense of community, a kind of local identity that, let's be honest, is getting pretty rare in America these days. Now, the main hub for politics and business, that's Charleston. It's the state capital and the biggest city, so it's kind of the center of gravity for everything, located right there on the Kanawha River. So what keeps the state running? What drives the economy? Well, for a long time, it was all about the powerhouse industries of coal and energy. But West Virginia is definitely in a period of transition. Today, its economy is this interesting mix. You still have that traditional foundation, but you've also got these growing sectors like healthcare, manufacturing, and, of course, tourism, which makes total sense given all its natural beauty. It's a state that's really navigating its past while trying to build a brand new future.
And you know, the Mountain State has produced some real American icons. I'm talking about people like Chuck Yeager, the absolute legend, the fearless test pilot who was the first person to ever break the sound barrier. And then you've got Don Knotts, the hilarious comedian who made millions of us laugh as Barney Fife. Yep, they both got their start right here in West Virginia. So, why do people visit West Virginia today? What's the big draw? Well, it really all comes down to its incredible sights. Wild and wonderful for sure.
First on the list, you have got to talk about the New River Gorge. This place is just breathtaking. It's this massive canyon that's so iconic, it was recently named one of America's newest national parks. That alone tells you everything you need to know about the state's raw, untamed beauty.
And then you have Harpers Ferry. This is a place where history and nature just dramatically collide. It's right there at the spot where the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers meet, and wow. This little town holds such a pivotal place in the larger American story.
You've also got to see the waterfall at Blackwater Falls State Park. It's famous for its unique, kind of amber-colored water. And you know why it's that color? It's from the tannins, the natural compounds from fallen hemlock and spruce needles in the water. It's a really cool, totally unique natural phenomenon.
And kind of tying all this natural wonder together is the Monongahela National Forest. This thing is huge. A vast, protected wilderness that covers a really significant chunk of the entire state.
So with all this nature, what do people actually do there? Well, it's an absolute paradise for anyone who loves the outdoors. People come from all over for the hiking, the super thrilling whitewater rafting, rock climbing on these amazing rugged cliffs, and oh man, the scenic drives are just unforgettable, especially in the fall when the colors just explode. So when you put it all together, the portrait of West Virginia is pretty clear. It's a place that's completely defined by two things: its rugged, beautiful land, and its fiercely independent history. And really, you just can't separate one from the other. They're totally intertwined.